Hey everybody, welcome to Philadelphia. I'm here at Natural Products Expo East 2022. We're back for another great year, and I'm very happy to be joined by Jennifer Ross, who's the co-founder and co-CEO of Swoon. How are you doing today?
Good. Good to see you, Marty.
Excellent to see you in real life after many exchanges of email. Tell us a little bit about your company. What is Swoon? What's sort of the concept behind the beverage brand?
So Swoon is a line of zero sugar lemonades and iced teas. We started it because I'm type 1 diabetic and was diagnosed when I was 6, so I've tried every single zero sugar option under the sun, but as I got older, really realized how bad sugar is for everyone and how much excess sugar people are consuming, with the sugary drinks being that #1 source. So our thought is, if we can kind of just go back to the classics, the lemonades and iced teas, and take sugar out, we would be helping so many people.
Absolutely, and you guys have developed a specific kind of recipe with ingredients. What's the kind of sweetener that you use, and tell us a little bit about the product range that you guys have.
The sweetener, we use monk fruit as our sweetener, which is 200 times sweeter than sugar, and so it has 0 glycemic index. And so we use, that's our secret sauce, if you will, in all of our products. And so we have lemonades and iced teas. We have everything from classic lemonade, pink lemonade, to peach iced tea, half and half, and a matcha lemonade that we launched this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe some readers are familiar with that from hearing the story on BevNet, but you guys collaborated with Chamberlain Coffee, a really exciting up-and-coming venture, to create this limited time SKU. Tell me a little bit about sort of just the motivation behind that.
Yeah, I mean, we really love to do things that are organic, and it came to be because Emma Chamberlain, the founder of Chamberlain Coffee, was posting about Swoon in her car. She had found our pink lemonade at Erewhon, and so when we got all these inbounds of like, oh my God, Emma Chamberlain's posting about Swoon, so we reached out to her, and they were just about to actually launch a matcha. So it literally was then our classic lemonade with her matcha put together to create the matcha lemonade.
And I know it's still early, but sort of what has that collaboration kind of shown you about the power of your brand, sort of where you can go and sort of what consumers it connects with? Because that's a little bit of an extension from what you guys have done previously.
Yeah, I mean, Emma has and Chamberlain Coffee have such a huge following, so that really showed us that we do really kind of play well to that Gen Z consumer. And then I think what's great is they get their parents to buy it, so it really kind of is that whole household drink. But again, it's our audience had been a little bit older, but this really opened us up to a younger demographic.
And also moves you into that lightly caffeinated space, which is a little bit of a different play. Do you guys sort of see that as a runway for you guys, or maybe will matcha be extended beyond its limited time run, do you think?
Yeah, so caffeine's super interesting. All of our teas have caffeine, but obviously matcha has more. So this was a kind of great test in that clean caffeine space, and it did really well. I think, people just love caffeine and are looking for it all times of the day.
And we were talking a little bit off camera before about, Swoon is positioned a little bit differently. It's for kids, it's for adults. But also, this particular category seems to have been really strong. I'm talking about lemonade, in sort of that single serving, grab and go, convenience store format. Is that sort of where you guys see this sort of living long term, or how have you seen sort of different consumer behavior with that segment in a place like Target, which I know you guys are at, versus an Erewhon?
I think what we really love about Swoon is that it plays in so many different places, definitely in the convenience store, kind of up and down the street in New York, but we also do really well in chains, and natural and conventional. So from everything from a Whole Foods to a Target to a Meijer, and I think, again, it's a simple product. It's lemonades and iced teas, just without sugar. So you don't have to kind of know so much about the space or other things. Just like, oh yeah, I used to have that, but now I don't want a ton of sugar in my drink.
Before we talk about innovation, I want to talk about something, sort of a change you guys are having. The mixers, which you were previously known for, are not going to be continued any longer. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we started in cocktail mixers, and it's definitely been an evolution. We started there, then it was really feedback from chefs and bartenders that were saying, if you could make a monk fruit-based simple syrup, we'd use that in all of our cocktails. So we spent about 2 years working on the R&D to get the mouth feel of that, to have it like taste and feel like a simple syrup, which is sugar and water. And so that's really our secret sauce that we use in all of our drinks. But we're really excited because we do feel passionate about kind of reducing sugar consumption. And so the fact that we can have a product that you can have multiple times a day for people of all ages really addresses that need. So now we are really focusing on the lemonade and iced tea line.
Yeah, it sounds like this next year is going to be kind of more about building distribution and sort of solidifying these existing products versus innovation. Yeah,
we have a lot of SKUs. So we have 6 main SKUs, and we have our limited time with the matcha lemonade. And so now we're really working on just expanding distribution and launching more doors.
And Jennifer, I wanted to ask you if you had any advice for young entrepreneurs getting in the beverage space for the first time. Anything from your experience that you'd like to share?
There's so much advice I have, but I would say one of the biggest things is to listen to your customers. I think, you kind of have this idea that you're so focused on, but you want to hear from your customers. I mean, one of the things when we launched our classic lemonade, it was really tart. I loved it, my partner loved it, our team loved it, but customers wanted something sweeter. And so, over time we have sweetened it up with the monk fruit, but it was one of those things, if we hadn't listened to them, we would have, had our heads down just with the same product.
And, reducing sugar, another thing people are doing is reducing alcohol and sort of moderating that use.
Yeah.
Have you seen consumers sort of gravitate towards Swoon as a product to sort of replace mixed drink or to sort of fit in that occasion?
Yeah, I think what's great is we have a lot of people buying it kind of for parties or to stock their home for them to drink with or without alcohol. It can kind of go both ways. I think now customers and consumers are really interested in serving something that everyone can have, kind of depending on if you want alcohol or not. So it really is kind of a use case for anyone looking to drink or not.
Jennifer, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks so much.